I'm Jeremy Weiderman. I play guitar and backup vocals in Monster Truck. Our drummer Steve had this old Astro van that was like just on its last legs. It was, I think he bought it for $500 and then just kept fixing it and fixing it and fixing it and making it last. And I used to joke with him all the time that it was the Monster Truck, just because it kind of sounded like one, and it's a big boxy thing. And then we'd been talking about doing this side project and doing this band, and I was at a house party with Harvey and Steve, and I was just like, it kind of just hit me out of the blue. I'm like, we should just call it Monster Truck. And it was almost like that idea to name it that gave us the direction for everything else. We had talked about it being a riff rock band and being somewhat of a classic rock inspired thing, but it was like once we had the name, it almost gave us direction on like where we wanted to go with the sound and like the vibe of everything. So it was kind of like a band that we started as like a side project, just kind of for fun and for parties, and just like we really wanted to be like kind of just a band for our buddies to have a lot of fun to. And I think just because it started out as purely for fun, it made it a lot easier for it to grow, and it's kind of gotten to a point where we can't really stop if we wanted to. Our singer John's got this giant voice, which was one of the reasons I actually wanted to be in a band with him in the first place. I heard him playing his old band Eagle Fight, and I just thought his voice was so powerful. And then we just got big guitar sounds, big drum sounds, and then we got the organ, which is kind of like the special sauce. It's kind of like the glue that binds everything together, and it's just really big. It's a really big sound. We just released the Brown EP on Dine Alone last October. It was honestly just to really pump something up for the Sheepdogs tour that we had at the end of last year, and it seems to be going really well. It's kind of exciting for us. We had recorded it almost 6 months before that, kind of just to be a free release off of our website. So for the first 6 months, it was really just on our website for free. And then we were talking with Dine Alone, and they really wanted to make a physical copy, get it into stores and whatnot, and it just kind of went from there. We started the band almost 3 years ago, or just over 3 years ago, and right from the beginning I wanted to do a full-length record because I really am not a fan of EPs. When I really love a band, I don't want 4 songs and 5 songs. They tear through that, especially rock songs that are 2 and 3 minutes long where you can get through them so quickly. Really wanted it to be a full featured album, but we just didn't have the money, we didn't have the means, and we've been spending all this time just really getting ready to do it properly, and Dine Alone's given us the ability to do that, and the songs have been in the works for years, which is nice because half of them are just like ready to record, and the other half we've been working on for the last couple weeks. So we're going down to LA in about 4 weeks to start cutting. So just come check out the show, really. I love records and I love listening to recorded music, but live music is where I think it really hits home. So if you're interested in the band, definitely come and see it.
So are there any old bands that you wish you could have toured with if you had the chance? Anyone?
Grand Funk Railroad for sure. They had this run for about 3 years in '69 to '71 they were the band. They were the power trio to beat. I mean, they opened up for Led Zeppelin one time and like caused a riot to the point where Zeppelin couldn't go on afterwards. And I think a lot of that's gotten lost. Basically because they had a big falling out, and they didn't get really written down in the history books as rock legends like everyone else, like Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. So I would love to tour with them just because I feel like there's not a lot of footage and not a lot of talk or press or anything about what they did, and I think it was really important, and it's gotten lost in the shuffle.